Hello and welcome. Let's begin with the latest from Kenya. President William Ruto is in firefighting mode. Day after day, he is making more and more concessions to quell the growing anger against him in the wake of the massive anti-tax hike protests in the country. In the latest, the president has sacked almost his entire cabinet after listening to the protesters' demands. Just the foreign minister and the prime cabinet secretary has been barred from removal. Now, even the attorney general has been dismissed.
I have today, in line with the powers given to me by Article 1521 and 1525B of the Constitution and Sections 12 of the Office of the Attorney General's Act, decided to dismiss with immediate effect all the cabinet secretaries and attorney general of the Republic of Kenya, of the Cabinet of Kenya, except the Prime Cabinet Secretary and Cabinet Secretary for Cabinet Secretary for Foreign Affairs and Diaspora Affairs, and of course, the Office of the Deputy President is not affected in any way.
On Thursday, Ruto announced the dismissal, which he says is to form a fresh, broad-based government. He says the decision comes after reflection and listening keenly to the people of Kenya.
Recent events that necessitated the withdrawal of the finance bill, which will require a review and reorganization of our budget and fiscal management, have brought us to an inflection point.
This is the latest move by William Ruto to diffuse tensions in the country. Nationwide protests erupted in Kenya last month after Ruto's government proposed several new tax hikes under the Finance Bill 2024. Through the tax raises, the government sought to raise revenue and to replenish state coffers. However, massive public outcry forced Ruto to roll back the bill. Now, though the protests have largely subsided, they have turned into a broader campaign against Ruto and his government. Calls have grown for Ruto to resign, and the president has since then tried to calm the angry Kenyans. He has had one-on-one conversations with the protesters. He has apologized for the police crackdown on the demonstrations. As per the rights groups, at least 39 people have died in the nationwide youth-led protests. Just days ago, Ruto signed a law that allows reconstitution of Kenya's electoral body. He has also announced a 6-day national dialogue forum beginning on the 15th of July to discuss issues pressing Kenyans. However, young Kenyans have rejected Ruto's plan. They insisted him to disband the cabinet and take action against corrupt officials. The protesters have accused the cabinet of incompetence, arrogance, and displays of opulence, while ordinary Kenyans battle a cost of living crisis. While Ruto has given in to this demand and dismissed the cabinet, many protesters are still not appeased. They warn of fresh protests as they express frustration with Ruto's failure to deliver on his 2022 election promise to create jobs and to boost their fortunes. Ruto has also not conveyed when the new government will be announced. Until then, he has assured that government operations would continue uninterrupted under the supervision of senior civil servants. However, analysts have warned of further risks if the new ministers are not named soon. Amid piling challenges and demands, Ruto is caught in a catch-22 situation. On one side, he is trying to soothe the protesters. On the other, he is trying to please lenders to cut deficits. Last week, Ruto announced sharp cuts to government spending, but credit rating agency Moody's has further downgraded Kenya's debt rating to junk territory. Ruto faces his toughest challenge in his nearly 2-year presidency. Such an abrupt dissolution of cabinet is very rare in Kenya. Ruto now has key tasks ahead of him. Will the president be successful in gaining public trust while fixing the national woes?
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment. So thank you for making First Post 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
First Post reports from the world's second largest continent. Hello, I'm Alison Lagrange. A very warm welcome from Durban, South Africa. We get you the news and the newsmakers from Africa. From elections to climate change to innovations and opportunities. As the world's attention shifts, we report from Africa, the heart of the global South. Join me every weekday live on First Post.
On the show today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies. What can you expect from this?
Hello, I'm Alison Lagrange, coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special show.
Start with a report on India's shifting nuclear posture. For the first time since India officially became a nuclear power.
Hello and welcome to First Post America. I'm Aaron Ham, coming to you live from the nation's capital,